In 2015, 9 influential tech publications from around Europe were the founding fathers of the European Hardware Association. Since then, every year we presented the European Hardware Awards. Awards for the best tech products of the year, voted by the editors of the EHA websites. While we usually present the awards during a nice ceremony, the ongoing corona pandemic prevents us from organizing such an event once again. Last year we decided to announce the awards through a special video shot in the capital of the Netherlands, Amsterdam. Unfortunately, the pandemic is still with us, so we have to do a virtual event once more. This year we're bringing you to a very special place. It's the place where I took my kids multiple times to teach them about the history of the one thing we all love so much: computer games. Welcome to Sweet Lake City. Welcome to the Dutch National Video Game Museum. Welcome to the European Hardware Awards 2021. The European Hardware Association consists of 9 of the largest technology publications in Europe. Hardware Lux from Germany, Kid Guru from the UK, Cowcatland from France, Geeknetic from Spain, Hardware Upgrade from Italy, Lab 501 from Romania, PurePC from Poland, IoTech from Finland, and for the first time representing the Netherlands, Tweakers. Together, these websites are staffed by over 100 technology journalists, specialized in thorough reviews. The EHA websites have published over 500,000 articles over the last 2 decades, and the sites have a combined audience of over 20 million readers. The EHA readers are the true tech enthusiasts, the real early adopters. Before we present you the winners in the 42 categories of the European Hardware Awards 2021, we will first show you the results of our latest research among our readers, the EHA Hardware Purchase Intention Survey 2021-2022. For both the research and the awards, I will leave you in the hands of 2 of the smartest people I know, the editors-in-chief of Hardware Lux and Tweakers, Dennis Bode and Wout Funnekotter.
For the hardware purchase intentions research, we have surveyed over 20,000 tech enthusiasts through Europe. All results we show you are normalized to country size to give you a proper European average. If you're interested in the per country results, please contact your local EHA representative. Our first question is the interest of our readers in the most important technology topics. Just like the past couple of years, new CPU and GPU launches are on top of the list. Modern monitor technologies and next-gen battery technology is also scoring high. While on the bottom of the list, it's noteworthy that the interest in coin mining and blockchain grew more than 50% compared to the last year, while we've seen a decline in interest in this topic in the years before.
When we ask people how much you're planning to spend on PC-related technology in the next 12 months, we see a steady increase year by year. In the next 12 months, tech enthusiasts are planning to spend €1,571 on average, 8% more than last year. So, does COVID have an effect on technology spending? While the majority of people say they are spending about the same as last year, there's more people telling us that they're spending more than people that say they're spending less.
So what will people buy in the next 12 months? For many categories, we have asked our readers the chance that they will buy a specific kind of product from 0 to 100% chance. We have averaged the numbers to this graph. Graphics cards, SSDs, CPUs are on the top of the list when we look at PC components. While the score for graphic cards is comparable to the last year, we've seen a decline in CPUs, motherboards and memory. One category increased significantly compared to the last year, and that was power supplies. Here's the same for peripherals. External storage is on the top of the chart, followed by monitors and smartphones. There are not a lot of significant differences to the last year, but one exception. The likelihood of buying smart home products rose by 18%. A big topic these days, of course, are the GPU shortages. How are they affecting the buying habits of European tech enthusiasts? 57% of respondents say that they want to buy a new VGA card, but they are waiting for prices to come down. A minority is willing to pay the premium, or they are compromising on the brand or the product.
It's the one question that keeps tech enthusiasts busy since ages. Intel? or AMD? Well, let's start with the CPU the European tech enthusiasts are currently using. AMD is closing in on Intel and now has a 46% market share among enthusiasts according to our survey. An interesting insight is that 34% of the respondents say they've upgraded to AMD's latest 3 CPU generations, while just 16% are using Intel's latest 3 generations. The 2013 Haswell is Intel's most used generation according to our results. We've been running these surveys since 2017 when AMD had a market share of just 15%. In the past, the EHA predicted parity by the end of 2021, and it seems likely that that will probably happen. When we ask people what CPU and GPU combination they will buy next, we see 71% AMD versus 29% Intel. And the popularity of an AMD CPU does not fully extend to AMD's GPUs, since no less than 74% of respondents say their next graphics card will be based on an NVIDIA GPU. The big movers in the former graph? AMD CPUs plus NVIDIA graphics growing with 31%, and while Intel plus NVIDIA shrinking by 26%.
When we ask our readers which form factor the next PC will have, over 60% choose the good old ATX desktop. That's a 5% increase over the last year's result, while at the same time 8% less people tell us that their next primary PC system will be a laptop. Let's quickly zoom in on a couple of trends we see for desktop PCs. First, custom loops become more popular. 13% of respondents tell us that they consider a custom water cooling for their next build. Just a small majority sticks still to air cooling. The demand for more storage keeps on growing, not at least by the ever-increasing size of games. Over 70% of our respondents tell us that their next SSD purchase will be 1 terabyte or more. 2 terabyte is already scoring 23% thanks to the declining prices. Here is an interesting one. While we've seen a downward trend for preferred PSU capacity, we've seen an upward trend again, probably thanks to the beefed up GPUs. 750 watts seems to be the sweet spot in 2021, with 850 watts coming in second. Here are the changes compared to last year. Everything 750 watt and up gained preference, while everything 600 watt and down lost popularity.
All right, we've already established that tech enthusiasts are avid gamers, and most of them use desktop computers. Every year we ask people whether they imagine themselves gaming on a laptop. And while 14% tell us they already own a true gaming laptop, and another 12% that they might buy one, an interesting insight this year is that the percentage of people not believing in gaming laptops at all is increasing again to 14%. Almost 49% of all respondents tell us only a desktop can give enough power. And what about cloud gaming? 29% cannot imagine using it at all, followed by 24% who envision they might use it, but definitely not as their primary platform. Just 12% of tech enthusiasts use cloud gaming, and of that, just 2% as their primary platform. And gaming on a desktop requires a graphics card, but how to choose the right model? Just like the last couple of years, the relative performance compared to other graphics cards with the same GPU seems to be the most important criterion. The importance of the looks decreased once again, and the second most important criterion this year, well, you guessed it, whether the card can actually be found in stock somewhere. And what about ray tracing? The technology is gaining momentum. 24% of respondents think it's important, while another 44% say it's nice to have.
Let's quickly round up with a couple of other insights. The primary way to listen to audio on the PC, not a big difference to the last year. More than half of the respondents use headphones. When we look at the primary criteria to choose a monitor, not a lot changed compared to last year. Image quality still tops the chart, but 2 criteria increased significantly: G-Sync compatibility and large 30-inch or more screen sizes. The last question we always ask in the survey is which sources tech enthusiasts trust for buying advice. Reviews by online tech publications top the charts with 80% of users trusting and using them. Video reviews from online tech publications, internet forums and end-user reviews fill up the top 4. What we've shown you is just a subset of all the data that we have. If you want the full survey results with a per country breakdown, please contact your local EHA representative.
And now it's time for the main event of today, the European Hardware Awards 2021. This year, we're presenting awards in no less than 43 different categories. And as every year, the winners are chosen by the editorial teams of all EHA websites using 2 rounds of voting. In the first round, all publications can nominate 5 products per category with 1 wildcard. All the wildcards, plus all the products nominated by at least 2 publications, made it to our list of finalists. And then in the second round, the specialized editors of all publications could divide 10 points over all finalists in every category. And after summing up the scores of all 9 websites, we have found the winners.
To present the winners, we will take you on a trip down memory lane. While we enjoy some of the most famous games ever made, we will show you all the winners. Ending, of course, with the most important category, the best product of the year 2021. Without further ado, here are the winners of the European Hardware Awards 2021.
Game begin. Game over.
And that is a wrap. 43 categories, 43 winners. On behalf of all EHA websites, we'd like to congratulate all the winners. Unfortunately, we're unable to give you your awards in person, but we will make sure they will be shipped to your office as soon as possible.
A year ago, we really hoped we could do a real awards ceremony in 2021. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. So let's hope this is the last virtual European Hardware Awards. We are looking forward to see you in person in 2022. Congratulations once again to all the winners. Thanks for watching and see you next year.
See you then.